Okay, this is
Listen, this is how we do it in Africa. This is
it
nothing.
is
This is
giving.
normal shit. Go ahead.
It is giving. I am loving everything about it. The fashion is on point,
Mhm.
and the three girls who are the main cast, if you would say, that the cameras really follow, are Thelma, who is the oldest, Nana, who is the middle child, and
Mhm.
Brenda,
Mhm.
who is
Mhm.
the youngest. Now,
Mhm.
Mott, please give me your first impression of everyone. I must know.
With the girls,
Yes, with the girls.
um,
Because
I'm
we've
not
got, let's
surprised.
start with
I'm
Thelma
not
first.
surprised.
Thelma's the
Right.
oldest.
Right.
She's the
Yes.
fitness. She,
Yes.
she wants to
Yes.
do the
Yes.
takeover and
Mhm.
everything. So
Mhm.
yes, just tell me.
I am not. I am not surprised because Thelma is the firstborn. She's still this first child they gave birth to when they came to this country, and so she is a little more sensitive when it comes to African, norms, or what your parents expect of you, compared to Brenda, the little one, who is, a free spirit. She's gonna say whatever she means. It's an example of my little one, who doesn't doesn't understand. Like, there has to be respect.
Yes.
There has to be African respect. No, for her, she was born and raised here. She was taught about, your freedom of speech. Say what you mean, and act what you mean. And so we are seeing this. But when it comes to the firstborn child, you still feel obligated.
Mm-hmm.
When you are being raised, maybe your parents did not have as much as money that they have when they are bringing up their third child. You know,
Okay.
and so there's that. I can see that disconnect.
Mm.
The
Okay.
stuff that Thelma, the firstborn child, would want to say, she's not able to say those things, not because she doesn't want to say them, but she was not raised in that kind of environment that Brenda, the little one, their last born, was raised,
Yeah.
around. And so
Absolutely.
I see that. I see that. I feel like the girls are really not giving me the African royalty. The daughters are not really appreciative of the African
Yes,
royalty.
they tackled that
Um,
actually throughout the actually the second episode, which was so funny when when the aunties came over and
okay, because
and they were pretending to be the father. He came in. So is
confession,
that really how it goes? Like the woman actually
yes,
cares that
yes.
much too?
Once you graduate from school, once you graduate from your college, the next question becomes, when are you getting married?
That's what they said. Is it?
And then Michael is a joke. Michael is a joke. The way he carries himself, what is his education? If
Mm,
I am the mother of Nana, the middle child, why is my middle child meeting somebody in the cornfield? That in itself.
well, we don't know yet. This bad boy Mike. Let's talk about bad boy Mike. I don't think, I don't like bad boy Mike because
First of
when
all, he's not even good looking. He's not even good looking. Can I start from there? What does he do? What college did he graduate from? Then we can start a conversation.
oh my goodness,
Oh, yeah, that's how it goes down. That's how it goes down. You can already see the estate, the house they live in. They have the money. When they
mm,
are pouring gold, those people, they have they're in the royalties. And then I see Michael in the cornfield. What am I
now
doing?
now here's my question. Where do you think Nana's mental is to? Because she wants to introduce him, as we see. She is wants to introduce him to
But
the
what does she
family.
do though? What does Nana do? Because I know that Brenda just graduated from college 3 years. She was supposed to take 4 years. No, she
Mhm.
graduated out of 3 years. Then I have Thimi over here, my firstborn child, who is doing amazing in real estate, and she's also doing amazing in fitness. What does Nana do?
Maybe we'll get to that. You can't put everything all in a bowl at once. So
well,
get to that.
But we are going by what we have seen, though.
What we have seen, though, we don't know. But I'm sure she does something, because we know the parents, mom and dad, are not going to go for that. So she has to.
Oh, no, not the cornfield. Not the cornfield. No, we don't do the cornfield. I was like, shit. He just came from cornfield. Like, where is it? Like, shit.
They needed. Yeah, I don't know why. Would you to respect, though? I think the cornfield was Nana's idea, though. I believe it was her idea. I feel that she would only feel comfortable being in a place that she set up herself to know where mom and dad and aunties ain't gonna come looking. So a cornfield. I mean, yeah, there's no way you can make that look good at all. Nana, like, what, girl? What are you doing in the cornfield with Michael? I mean, could you have met at the cornfield? Why in the cornfield? Y'all was deep in this, so she must be really scared.
I really want to know, but I also really want to know, because as African as I am, I really want to know what Michael does. Okay, I want to know what that boy does, because he has to be doing something great, because he's not good looking. He doesn't look like money. And I want to know exactly what he does, apart from his little tiny cornrows or dreadlocks that he's trying to bring.
They are struggling.
I want to know. I want to know. He has to give me something.
He is struggling. He needs to get I
need something. Michael, I need something. I am one of the aunties, and I'm like, you know what? I need something, Michael. Please give me something. Give me something.
Anything. I still didn't like how, when the girls asked him, like, what are your intentions? Do you love her? Now, of course, I wouldn't expect him to say you love her, but you didn't say nothing. That was a complete pause. I don't know if that was editing or what, but I did not.
He is like, I like her as a human being. I like her as a human being.
Yeah, what kind of answer is that? A human being? I would hope so at that point.
Yo, but then, why am I getting angry? She did not get angry. She's over there. I'm like,
she is a fool in love right now. Okay, she is. Love is blind. Love is blind. If she wants to introduce him to the parents, you got to love him to be able to sacrifice your dignity to bring this man to the table that your father built. You want to bring this man to that table? Oh, I need to know what it is about him. Now let's be clear. She said, if I remember right, she said that she makes her laugh. Okay. What did she say? I remember taking those, but she had listed her qualities of why she liked Michael. But whatever they were, they didn't even resonate with me to remember to think that was enough. So I'm really wondering.
No.
I'm really wondering. Is she
and confessions in Africa, especially people with money like they have, before even you meet the guy, you have to meet the parents. That's why you see Auntie Alicia. What's her name?
There's Auntie Sheila.
Forget about Sheila. Sheila is like I don't care for.
Hold on, where is she? It wasn't Abigail.
Abigail. Yes, it is Abigail.
Abigail. Okay.
Abigail. Remember, it is Abigail who is trying.
Okay, it was Abigail.
Abigail who is trying to hook her.
Yep, there you go. There you go. She rolled up on him. She rolled up. By the way, she does look good in that dress. I loved her answer when she said, I know I look good. That's why I picked it, because it looks good on my skin tone. I'm like, yes. Tell the truth.
I feel like at this point, the aunties are giving us the show way more than anybody else.
But the bribe, the bribe and the blackmail, Okay, let's talk about this. So the bribe is She rolls up on Dada, who is just jaw drop flabbergasted. She like, look at here, look at here, look at here. Like, look, let's make a deal real quick. Now, Auntie Abigail is love her, but she is trying to get her son to Miles.
She's like,
mercy.
She's like, you know what? If Miles hooked up with Brenda, me and the girl's mom would be in-laws, and then Sheila will disappear.
Yeah. So there's animosity there. I picked up on that. I'm like, uh-oh. There's shade in the kitchen nook. There's shade in the kitchen nook.
There has to be, because trust and believe, they are the Ghanaians in Columbia, Ohio. I don't think there's anybody else who is richer than they are. So there's this competition, who is going to be the best friend to the most rich people. Okay, the most rich people, rich African people in Ohio. And so there's this competition. Unfortunately, this competition, makes Abigail like real, Abigail's child, because they grew so much close with the children, the girls and Abigail's son, like, we cannot date. We cannot date. I don't see that as my
yeah, even he says that, like, that's like my sister. I can't be doing that.
Right. And it's these girls, and then growing up with a friend of theirs who is Ghanaian like they are, but is a male. So they have that kind of a connection. So I don't see that happening. Lisa. We did not see Lisa. We did not see Lisa at all. I don't remember seeing Lisa at all.
You don't remember seeing her?
I remember seeing her in this situation, but she did not, she never came up any more time after that.
Right.
We have not seen her again. Yeah, maybe in the future episodes.
Yeah, of course. You don't want to put too much of everyone at once. So, you got to spread it out. But we see, that's what we see next episode 4. The aunties. It's some more auntie drama next episode. That's what I'm like.
One of the things I want to say is that West Africans, I actually say most Africans, value gold so much, so that when you see people even getting married back home, you're not going to say any silver or diamonds. Most of the time is gold stuff. It's gold, because then gold is associated with wealth. That's why you see them gifting people, and we take pride in naming children. All right, we just don't go Googling people. Oh, Tokyo. Oh, Korea. Oh, London. Oh, no. We don't do that. When you are naming our children, it has to be a story behind that. You can, like, for them, you can name somebody because you have valued them, you have seen them grow, because you want to emulate that.
Yes.
So then you name your children after whoever you have emulated. My tribe, it doesn't matter what it is that you do, you're supposed to name your children after your mom, after your dad. So when I get married, my first child is supposed to, if I give birth to a daughter, my daughter is supposed to be named after my mom-in-law.
Okay. I get that.
If I give birth to a son, my son is supposed to be named after my dad-in-law. If I give birth to another child, then that child is supposed to be named after, now, whether it's a female, my mom, and a male, my dad. Now that's my tribe. That's my tribe. Other tribes have differences, and we have like 42 tribes in Kenya. We all have different types of stuff that we do.
So who are you named after?
My mom's sister.
Your mom's sister. Okay.
I was named after my mom's sister. My daughter is named after my mom-in-law. My
Okay.
son is named after my dad-in-law.
Okay. I like that.
Names,
Keep it the
yeah, we
family.
just don't Google people. We don't Google. Now, if you feel like, oh my gosh, nowadays it's becoming a thing. Like, I don't like the way my dad behaves. I don't want to carry that into the next generation.
Mhm.
Nowadays, I see people changing. I see people changing. I see people like, you know what?
Now, how is
And
that looked upon? How is that looked upon when that if that
I
happens?
I do feel like those are some of the traditions that we are I advocate for getting away with. Okay? Okay? Because you're naming somebody, it really means a lot. If you feel like there there's so much negativity towards a name than the positive, I don't want to carry on to the next
Right.
generation with that shit. You know what I mean?
But I'm
And,
saying, how does it look from the outside?
it
Like
looks
people
like
are like, oh, she didn't name him. That she must not
it,
like him, or he must
it
be.
looks like now you're becoming westernized. Oh,
Ah,
now you're
uh-huh.
no longer you don't longer care about the traditions. Oh my gosh, you become very Americanized.
So they look bad upon the person who didn't name
It
instead of
does.
looking at the person who wasn't named.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
What?
Hmm. Otherwise, it's really the name call. There's a name celebration. Like if you name after somebody, we have a celebration about that. You see it
Yes,
happening.
and that's when we saw this family
Uh-huh.
having a
Yes.
celebration. And
Correct.
yes.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. And I am eight. I am the last one of eight. We are eight of us in my family. My brother, my first born brother and myself, we are 10, 20 years,
And they,
difference in
mhm.
age. My brother, two of my brothers have named my firstborn brother, their child have been named after him.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
because you want to carry your name, you want to be proud of who you are. You're going to educate that kid, no matter if the parents have the money or not, because you want to, take pride of, oh my gosh, this person is named after me. I want to make sure
Yeah.
everything that I do, they become successful in life. So
Uh-huh.
we take pride in that. That's why you see them, having this ceremony. They have the money, and so they celebrate that. You get advantage if you're naming your children after somebody who has the money and who acknowledges it. Because you can listen, when Barack Obama became the president, there were so many kids in my country who became Barack Obama, who were born and became.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
But Barack does not give a shit about that. It doesn't matter, I know. But they still were, you know what I mean? There were so many Obamas and Baracks who were born around that time.
Uh-huh. Wow.
But if somebody is in the family, and you're naming your child after them, they take
Mm-hmm.
pride in that. They take pride in that. They want to celebrate that. They want to take care of that child as if they are their own.
Uh-huh. That makes sense. That makes
So,
sense.
so that
I
is
mean, and they were looking good at the party. The girls came late, but they
they
came
came
back,
late.
honey. They
The dad
came
was
like
like, "Do
they
you
were
think
the
you are Beyonce?"
bridesmaids, honey. And mom and dad was not having it. They got in their
No,
ass for it.
no, no. And
They
then we
was
have
not
coffee.
having it.
Yeah, and then we have coffee coming, showing up, and acting like he is a child. Okay, so.
I cannot stand him. He got on my nerve. The way that the camera went to him every time when dad was talking and giving his speech, and the way that he was just talking, I was like, Now, anyone who's watching this on replay comes back and watch this and you don't know what's going on. So Coffee is the cousin. Okay. And Coffee was once a part of the family business under the father.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Coffee felt that he deserved to be next in line
Mm-hmm.
because he would always talk shit about Thelma, go tell
Mm-hmm.
her even if she was 2 minutes late.
Mm-hmm.
And he somehow did something to jeopardize the business, and I'm sure we're gonna get deeper into that. It's very surface of what all we know is that he did something to jeopardize or try to, but we don't know exactly what that is. But whatever it is, Brenda was not having it. Like, she wasn't even. I love Brenda. I love her. I love her because she was like, I ain't feeling this. She walked right up to him. She walked right up to him. And again, I like how Kofi was acting then. Like, you really didn't even speak to your elders. You didn't even speak, really?
I was going to say that.
Now, how much of a big deal is that, really?
It is a big deal. It is a big deal. Especially when I know not only am I not your elder, but I gave you an opportunity to earn some money in whatever it was. You worked for me. So you owe me some kind of respect.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt bad every time the camera is turning on him. He's over there dissing them.
See,
he never said anything positive about them. And then when Brenda confronts him, he's over there saying, you're being very what did she say?
Oh,
he said you're being very acting. What is it?
Dramatic?
Not dramatic. He said the word. He's like, you don't act. You're acting like, come on. And that's when she was like, you know what? Okay, I'm done.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I also I want to know.
Like, boy, boo.
But I want to know. I really want to know what the beef is. Okay, I want to know what the beef is.
Me too.
Because if he was calling out on Tammy, because that means, like, she's not so much invested in the business. If he was calling out her ass because she was not doing the right thing, I want to see that. I want to know why he did that.
Yeah.
I also want to know, was it about gender? Was it about gender that, these are all girls, I am a guy? Because we have that in Africa. I am the man, I should be able to be the one.
Okay, now here's the question I wanted to ask. So in this sense, even though Dad has the business and he has our girls, he wants them to take over, and Kofi is the nephew or whatever. So in this instance, would it be this way? Is it more realistic that Thelma would be next to take over because she's the child, but even though she's a girl, or because Kofi is next in line as a male man, he should get it? Like, is it traditional of like who should really, where the family business is passed down to in this type of situation of how the oldest is a woman, but the nephew is
well, he has 3 girls.
Yes.
Kofi is not blood. Kofi is either nephew, outside of your family. So it doesn't matter, you have 3 girls, your firstborn is supposed to take over the business.
Okay, so no matter if it's girl,
it doesn't matter. Yeah. Sometimes the elders will advise you to marry a second wife to see if you're going to have a son. Because if you have a son, then the son is going to take over the business. So the elders will advise you, you only have 3 daughters. Can you try and marry another wife to see if you're going to get a boy child? But he had 3 children. It doesn't seem like he's going to be marrying anybody else. And they are Christians, because Muslims tend to have 1, 2, 3 wives.
Okay,
right. And so, at this point, no, he is giving the daughter equipment and tools to take over the business. He wouldn't want anybody else to take over the business other than the firstborn child.
Okay. How common is it now for a child to not want to take over their family business and do their own thing?
Because Thelma is really struggling.
It's not common. How does it look upon if they decide to not take over? Is it look bad upon it anyway?
It is bad. It's bad. You can do whatever you want to do outside of you taking over the business, because we are carrying it on to the next generation. So I don't care whether you try to train Barack Obama or Michelle Obama. You need to. This is a business we have to carry to the next generation. I don't care what passion your passion it is, but you also have to realize this is a business, it's a family business. I started this from nowhere,
Right.
from zero. I built this empire. I would love for my children to take over and take it to the next generation. So
Right.
it is very common that you're gonna disagree with your parents just because you're acting like, oh my gosh, this is not my passion, this is not, no, it's we always want to. In fact, kids fight. Siblings are fighting to make sure that, I'm the one who wants to take over the business. I'm the
Uh,
one who take over the business. Yeah, yeah. And sometimes we have favoritism because the parents, they sit down, they're like, you know what? He is our firstborn, but he doesn't have. I feel like our secondborn is way better taking over the business than the firstborn. And so then
does
you
that
have
create hostility in the family like that?
yes, yes.
Woo!
It is very important for whatever you've started to be carried on to the next generation, and you want to give that to the best person who can carry on the name, the legacy. We take pride in that. We take,
Mhm.
especially for somebody who started from nowhere, who started from scratch, because they came over here. They did not come here with money. They
Right.
started the empire from scratch. And so, you want your children to realize this is don't play with this.
Yeah, this
Play with
is
it.
a big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah. This is a big
And
deal.
and yeah, because all of the girls, were all born here, and it was also funny watching them, like we were talking about how they don't have that tradition distilled into them really, and the mother is really struggling with that, and she really wants to, and the girls look like they is not having it.
I don't
How
know.
did you feel about that scene when you saw them just get up and walk away from that lesson?
I asked myself this question, that they have the money. How often do they visit Ghana? Most of us are not able to take our children back because of financial situation. If they have this empire, they have so much money in Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
How often do these girls visit Ghana? Because if these girls visit Ghana every summer, there's some things that I don't have to talk to them about.
Mm. Okay.
Now, I am not talking about the beep. I am not going to advocate for my daughter. Oh, put a beep. I have never done that. I have never seen that. I've never seen that. Never, ever.
Now, what about the hand washing part? What about that part?
We do that. We do that. He comes from home, and it depends. If you're coming from home the same time, then of course, you don't care so much about that. But if you're at home, it seems like the wife does not go to work or anything. She's a home,
Mm-hmm.
maker. And so then, of course, she's gonna make sure, husband, you're coming home, wash your hands, food is ready. Yeah, that's common. We do
How
that all the time.
does the wife wash the husband's hands? Because I would much rather just wash my own hands. It seems very complicated.
It is like you have water,
Uh-huh.
and then you have a bowl, and he doesn't go to the kitchen or the sink to wash his hands. You
Right.
bring a bowl, you bring a kettle or whatever it is that has water, and then pour water, and he's washing his hands. It shows,
Okay.
like, he doesn't have to. He's the head of the family. He doesn't have to go to the kitchen where everybody else is going to wash their hands. He's a man
Ah.
of the. So it's like, yeah, like, what? Just wash his hands.
Mm-hmm.
I went to school in Uganda. I'm from Kenya. I went to school in Uganda. When you're serving in Uganda, when you're serving your husband, you kneel when you're
Oh.
offering some food to them. When when you
Wow.
mhm,
Okay.
and not only that, you feed them. Once you feed them, you go to bed, you have sex, and you tell them thank you for sex.
What? What?
Listen,
No way.
listen. So many Kenyan men have gone to Uganda because of that shit.
You know what? I cannot. I can't say. It better be good. It better be good. If you
No,
want
but
to
because
thank you.
Kenyan women don't do that. But Ugandan women, do that shit. So then they're like, okay, man, okay, over here. I just crossed the border for me to be appreciated.
Holy crap. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I know one thing. I better not ever see
Girl.
Mana bringing Michael in the cornfield saying thank you. Okay, not ever. Not no cornfield. Not in no cornfield. I swear.
Listen, not in the cornfield.
Not in the
Right.
cornfield. My goodness. I cannot wait for her to be. But I'm glad that, we see that the girls aren't afraid to date. They're having their thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, the last really thing to talk about is this one right here.
Oh, thank you. I was going to talk about
this one right here. This one right here. GS.
I am Grace. Now I have changed. Don't please call me Grace. Call me AG.
Now,
now, have I made mistakes in life? I have. I would expect her, because she's the one who made the mistakes, to approach whoever she messed up with and say, you know what? I understand. I'm no longer the person that I was. I was a fool. It was high school. I get it. I'm grown now. All right. And I don't like that wig. First of all, I don't like that wig.
I am so upset at this wig. Like, I hope she.
I don't like all their wigs. I'm like, why are you not giving me African? One of the things I like about aunties are, the way they wear, it's Africa. It's giving African. I'm like,
well, the girls are American, so they were born American, so they're given American. That's all I can see.
Okay.
I mean, I wonder how long the aunties have been here. Like, did they bring them with them? Like, how auntie are they? Like, is that something that family would do if they have them and they bring?
No, aunties is not that blood related. No.
So would y'all only consider blood related the father to the kids?
Yeah. The father, the kid, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, that's blood. But
so you call the in-laws blood over the aunties?
What?
So you call the in-laws your blood, but you don't consider the aunties the blood?
No, the aunties are just aunties out of respect.
Okay.
And especially.
Oh, so they're not blood aunties.
No.
That's right, because they're only friend. I keep.
Yeah, they are
not.
That
they're only friend aunties. Lord Jesus.
And they become aunties. They become aunties, especially you come to this country and you realize, oh my gosh, you're from Ghana. Oh, you're from Ghana. Oh, you're from Ghana. And we are age mates and we have little kids. Instead of them calling me Miss Maud, they call me Auntie.
Okay, got you. So now I wonder how now I want to know how the aunties met the family. I need to know that story too at some point.
Well,
but back to this girl, because she ain't getting off that easy. So she wants to be different and all of that. No wonder you don't want to take accountability, because you're trying to forget what you did, girl. And what you did was you slept with Thelma Man. That's what you did. You slept with Thelma Man.
Girl code. There's no girl code over there. Okay. So don't act like, oh, now I've grown. I'm no longer, I don't want to be I don't want to be by the name Grace. I want to be G, whatever her name is.
What's the S? I need to know what the S is. And you wouldn't even let your homegirl call you Grace. Now, here's one thing. Okay. Forget about girl code. What about sister code? Nana is still friends with GS. Now, how do you feel about that?
I feel like Nana, first of all, the two sisters are questioning her relationship with Michael, the bad boy. And then Nana is the same Nana who is trying to act like, oh, I'm going to go to watch her dance lessons when you know she did
Yeah.
it to her sister.
She said she
So
brought
I'm
girls
looking at
home with
Nana.
them,
I'm
not
like,
me.
yeah, I'm looking at Nana. Yo, why you not there when your sister was crying her heart out? If your little sister can remember that, why are you trying to extend grace?
Exactly.
So I'm trying to understand her judgment.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to ask you that question really, because I'm like, this don't seem quite right.
She
Yeah.
is like she wanna please everybody. She's a middle child. She wanna please anybody. I don't know whether she's trying to look for identity because she did not have any identity. Like I told you, what does she do? I know
Yeah,
Brenda.
so Nana is
That's
definitely the mystery child right now because we
she
don't
is.
know anything about her except the fact that she got bad taste in men. That's all we know right now. That's all we know right now.
Right.
But
right.
obviously he's cool with cousin Kenny because Kenny invited him to the
Yes.
whatchamacallit. So
Yes.
it's like I don't know. It's giving a little bit side eye for me. I don't trust this whole entire
I'm waiting for the conversation between Brenda and Coffee. I'm waiting for that conversation because
when
that was
will
the end
that
of
happen? Yes. I mean, so and you know, and Dad had a talk with him, you know, just he tried to sabotage, but we still on top. Nothing, has changed. We still good. So he doesn't want that to get in the way of, the business either in Thelma learning and everything. But I feel the girls where they coming from. Now, how big of disrespect was it that they got up and left the ceremony? The name.
Very, very disrespectful. First of all, I got there before you did. Okay.
Yeah.
I got there before you did. You come over there showing that you think that you are Beyonce or somebody. Okay, so you come over there and then you act up and then you leave and everybody is looking, oh, are those Maud's children? They're even leaving before the dad finishes speaking. Oh my gosh, she has no control over her children. That's a big thing in Africa. Oh my gosh, especially in a public setting and your kids are acting up. It's like you've lost control of your family. So who are you to come to talk to us about anything?
Wow.
It is a big thing. And especially for somebody who like him, who has so much money, and I'm sure he has so much influence in the Ghanaian community over there. For him, for his children to come over there acting and come in late and leave very well, and the three of them. I like their bond. I like their bond among the sisters, though. If they decide to do something, they're all doing it together. But no, we don't do that. We don't do that. Don't do that.
Now, what the heck is gold dust? I have never seen gold dust before, ever.
Wow.
What is that?
Money.
Is that real gold?
Oh. Yes. Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
That's real.
Did you see the stuff? Did you see the chains that he gave the kids? That's gold. That's real gold.
Man, they got money. They got money. They got gold. They don't got money. They got gold. I was like, wait a minute.
I told you, you're not going to find anybody. Especially West Africans and even Africans. You're not going to find Africans with little, like silver stuff. No, gold.
Yeah, and then at that very moment, that's when Kofi said, "Matter day Mansa Musa." I was like, "You piece of little shit, little piece of shit." Oh my God, I can't. Yeah, so I really cannot wait for that conversation between him and Brenda, and I hope she reads him down. Because I believe she would have had she not been in the presence of all of those people. But if she would have had a shot or two on top of the top, it would have been a problem for Kofi because he was just that disrespectful.
Absolutely.
That disrespectful. And then to come in gang, like who are these other people you with? Who are they?
What is this white dude doing?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why you even bring him?
Yes.
Like, what is he doing there?
Coming here to do what? What's the point? Don't bring me colonization and people who colonized us to act.
Please don't.
Oh, shit.
Please don't. Please don't.
Please.
So overall, these all 3 episodes, what is your feeling of the show in its
I
entirety?
love it. I love the aunties. Big time, big time.
Yes,
I
they
want
give
to
me
see.
anti-energy.
Yes, I want to see the fight between Sheila and Abigail because they try to compete for the first for the who is gonna be the closest to the royals. Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted the girls. Yes. I don't know about Lisa. I want to see Lisa more. Yeah, Abigail, she's sneaky. She's really sneaky. Okay, chill, Auntie Sheila. That's Sheila.
That's
I don't
it.
know that she's a chill auntie though. But Abigail is very sneaky because I did not even know where she came from at that after party.
Yeah, because she looked like she really looking for that number 1 spot. Like she is on it hard. Like
I
this
need
is what
her to
she came to do.
realize.
She came to
Right.
play. I need to find out if they got a Instagram account. I need to find the aunties.
Aunties,
I
yeah.
really do.
And I want to know Abigail's husband. I want to see a conversation between the husbands. Okay.
Yes.
I want to
That
see a
would
conversation between the husbands because then they get to talk about stuff. Abigail knows if you grew up together, then your son is not going to get married to those 3 girls because if they see you as my brother, and so there's nothing that's going to come out of this. All right.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, and he's a handsome guy. Miles is a handsome guy.
Yes.
But no, I don't see Brenda falling for that. No.
No, but the whole entire blackmail of it was just chef's kiss because I was not expecting that. I'm
Oh, we
like,
do
no,
that.
this is
They
how
do
the
that.
Yankees
Yeah.
play.
They do that all the time. They do that
Do
all the time.
they?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. They're like, you know what? All I need you to do is introduce the conversation and leave everything else after that. Just introduce the
Ooh.
conversation. Just, you know what? Just plant this seed. Just plant the seed.
Wow.
Just plant the
That
seed.
is too
Tell
much.
your sister, you know what? How about you meet with Miles and see how things goes? That's all I need you to do. That's all I need you to do.
See
And
what
then
I'm
after that, just leave it to the gods. Just leave it to the
Yeah.
gods.
But see, the thing is, the only person who ain't getting it is, and then look at her name under it, the sneaky auntie. They even know she's the sneaky one. They even labeled her the sneaky auntie. It just right there goes to show. It's so, and she the only one who's saying this because everyone is trying. Even Mama Della, she like, look, your son is not. No, my daughter and your son is not going to happen. Nana tried to tell her, my sister and your son is not going to happen. Brenda's saying me and her son is not going to happen. Abigail, the only one that don't see that her son and Brenda's not going to happen. Even Miles himself has said it's not going to happen. He sees her as a sister as much as she sees him as a brother. So that is ew to them. That is ew. Ew.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But you never know when Mom was getting close to them, her agenda was, let me get close to this, and then they can, who knows what the future holds.
well, she was
but
too
then,
busy worried about her agenda that she didn't take the thought of, oh, while we getting close to her, they're getting close.
correct.
Becoming close as brother and sister.
But then you get so close that they become brother and sister, and so then you mess up everything else.
Now, does that happen a lot? That two can be so close to brother and sister, but then they marry anyway?
Yes.
How does that work? Does it end up working out?
No, it does not end up working. No. I see you as my brother because we grew up together. We were doing all these things together. Now, that's why we have arranged marriages, okay? Because we have different kingdoms. We have different villages. We have different royalties. So you're from this area. Your standard is this. you're gonna be introduced to another family who are the same level, social level, and then
Okay.
they get introduced to you. You get introduced to that kind of, lifestyle that you've had. That's
Okay.
why we have arranged marriages, and then you meet up. I have my daughter, you have your son. Let's hook them up. Let's see how it goes. So yeah,
Yes. I don't know if I could do arranged
sometimes it does
marriage.
work. It does work sometimes. It
It
does
does.
work sometimes,
Okay.
and you don't necessarily have to be like from the money, but
Mm-hmm.
you have to know somebody. You have to know somebody. Like you have to know, like my mom-in-law. My husband's brother, my brother. There are three of them. My
Okay.
husband is the middle child, and his brother was like, oh, it's taking too long for you to get married, because I got married way before he did.
Uh-huh.
And my mom-in-law is like, I think I need to talk to my people. I need to talk to my people because
Ah.
hey, it's taking too long. Oh.
Oh, so that's how it happens to you.
That's
Taking
what
too
happened.
long.
Yeah.
Let me look
Like
you
I know
somebody.
somebody. Yeah, and my friend has a daughter, and then you have these conversations, and sometimes
Is
it
it
works,
ever that
sometimes it does not.
people prefer an arranged marriage over finding someone themselves, or is it usually no? I want to find my own.
You want to find your own, but then if it's taking too long, then aunties get involved.
Well,
If
shoot.
you have graduated, if
Well, I
you've
wonder
graduated
how
from
old Miles is and
college,
how long is it? Because
if
I
you
don't see
graduate, confessions, if you graduate from college, they only give you 2 3 months at
two,
work.
3 months.
Yes, sir.
Two,
Where is the
three
husband?
months.
Where is the husband? Where is
What?
the wife? Oh, what are you doing? You've already finished your college. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Eh? Eh? Do you have a problem? Because we can find you somebody. We can find you somebody.
Why
Hmm.
so quick? Why so quick? Why so quick?
I don't know.
I mean, let the child
Because
a
because they're expecting that during your schooling, while you're still getting your education, you should be meeting people. You should be meeting girls left and right. You should be meeting men left and center. Why is it that you have graduated? You are in a college where there were so many good people, boys and girls, and nobody asked you for anything? Do you have a problem? Why is it that after 4 years, nobody admired you? Do you have because if you have a problem, the aunties can help you and find somebody for you.
Oh
Okay.
my
So
goodness.
now, okay, you are so focused on your education. Okay. So no man admired you. Okay. So then we need to help you as aunties, because now it's a problem.
Oh, okay, so Thelma looks like she's been out of school for a while and she's taking over the family business. Now, because of that, would they be expected for her to marry so quick?
Mm-hmm.
Or
I will
still?
I would love to know the details, because I don't think the dad is just that comfortable for her to just be running the business. And how old is she? I don't know how old she is.
Right. We don't know how old she is, but
But if she's getting to her 30s, it's a question of concern. It becomes a question like the mom would start saying, when I was your age, I was already had given birth to you. Okay. I had already given birth to you. We need to start doing something. And especially if
is
they're
that
coming from
usually
the money. Huh?
is that usually a standard, having kids by the time your mother
Yeah.
had you?
Oh yeah. 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 Like, okay. Now I get that. But we need to do something. And even for me, to be honest, it's I can see myself doing that. I can see myself. My daughter is now, she's graduated from college. Okay, you want to be independent, but I need grandchildren. What are we doing?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Every time I feed my boys, I'm telling them, let me cook for you, because listen, I am trying to, yeah. I am
I
not trying to have. I'm not trying to have 5 dogs in my house. I want grandchildren running around. Okay, don't play with me like that.
oh my goodness. Oh, I feel sorry for the women that your sons bring home. Oh my, that
now, now,
would be something.
my sisters, most of my nephews and nieces, we've only had one wedding from my, and we're 8 of us.
Uh huh.
And
What?
I have
Only
my
one?
nieces. I have my nieces and nephews. They have had children outside of marriage, which is not advocated for, but then they have had that. And in our group chat, everybody's like, oh man, why do we only have
Mm, I know that group chat is lit. I
yes,
bet.
this is a disappointment. Eh?
Oh my
What is
goodness.
happening? We are supposed to be dancing in a wedding, celebrating. Like, come on, give us a wedding.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess that you do
So
want a wedding. You do want a wedding.
yeah,
So
yeah,
coming forward for the season, we have decided that we want to see Brenda and Kofi talk.
yes,
We need
yes,
to learn the mysteriousness about Nana still and why
yes,
she's this boy crazy. I am hoping. Well, I don't want to wish nothing but black love is great and all, but I really hope we find out really what's up with Michael and what he do as well. I need to know what he do as well. Um, we want to see the aunties duke it out, whatever goes on between them. So yes, there is a lot of fun dynamics through this show. It's very refreshing. I love seeing the fashion. I love the excitement. I love that the
yes,
girls are American and they're just
yes.
enjoying
The
it. But
difference.
I
Mhm.
really do want them to get that distilled in them, the culture though. I feel like that is
Yes, that's
tremendously
what I'm.
important.
It is
That's the only
important
thing I got to
confession.
say about the girls.
Yes, it is important because you can be American as you can be, but I don't want you to lose your roots. I don't want you to forget about where you came from because then you're
Yes.
gonna have that wig. You're gonna have wear those little tiny, skirts and whatever dress you're wearing, but you're never gonna fit in, especially because you're named after the African names. People will be asking, "Oh my God, you're African! You're African!" Why don't you take pride in that? You have
Yes.
your parents who have the money and resources. Why not go to Ghana every summer or every other summer? And that's
Well,
a question I have.
here's what I was thinking. Maybe this is a good setup. And maybe at the end of the finale, they're like, forget this. You just need to go together. And maybe, the finale, they
But
take
then
a
the
trip
question
and
I
go, that
have,
would be nice.
well, then
Maybe.
the question I'm gonna have about that is why did it take so long? Because you had the money, you had the visas. Because most of the people, why they don't go back is because they don't have the money or they don't have the visas.
Mm, mm,
But you
mm.
have an empire in Columbia's Ohio, so you can send the kids to go and get accustomed to this culture that you're so like going crazy about.
Hmm. I
So I
would
want to
think
know.
that they would because if they came with with just them as a family, you would think that they left behind family. You would think that they
Yes.
went back to go see them at some point. So
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
would hope that they have been back, or maybe just the parents have been back, or I don't know.
The
But hope
parents, the parents can be back, but the parents can be back. But if you're trying to instill the African culture to your children, you have the money. I keep asking, why not just send the kids to Africa, to Ghana, so that they can learn things, they can see, observe things that you're
yes,
not able to
seeing
teach
is
them.
believing. Out of sight, out of mind. Seeing is believing. So I get that. And I do hope, but either way, I do hope that they do take their ass to Ghana because they need it. They
Yeah,
need it because
they
getting
need.
that when the way that they got up from that table and walked away, I was like the ultimate disrespect.
Disrespect,
I was
disrespect. Oh
I
my
was
gosh. You can disagree with anybody, but the way you walk it off, of it. I'm like,
now you gotta remember, they don't walked out on mom trying to give them a lesson. They don't walked out on a naming ceremony. Like they MO is
what are
just
we doing?
walking out and walking off. Like I am not. I don't like this behavior.
Right.
Y'all better get it together because if y'all want to keep
shit.
coming up like this, and it's gonna end up like this, thinking it's cute. That's why you got
It's
chewed
not.
out. That's
It's
why
not
you got
cute.
chewed out.
It's not cute. It's
And
not
let's
cute.
just give up the house. Because look at
Look
this.
at the house.
Look at
Look
this.
at the house.
Look at this.
Oh my
Look,
God.
they even got a royal balcony at the top. I just see them at the
I
top just
see-
waving.
Bro,
Just
look at
waving. Like, I love that. Just waving. I mean, this family is just freaking gorgeous. Look at them.
it is gorgeous. Look at them.
I
The
mean,
style, they are beautiful. I'm like, oh my gosh.
everything is just lovely. So I am just really excited for the rest of the season, where it goes, and I am so happy. It's so refreshing. It's not, dramatic, gossip dramatic. It's
right. It's
dynamic
family.
dramatic.
Mhm.
It's very light and simple, respectful. The energy, you get your culture lessons, you get your fashion lessons, you get some financial lessons, you get some moral lessons. Like I'm just really appreciative of this show being on, and I hope it stays on. I hope it comes back, and hopefully maybe interview a couple of them if they're willing.
Yes, confession.
Really nice.
We need to.
It would be really nice.
I feel like if an American reached to them, it would be easier for them to be responsive or respond to it than me reaching out to them. So you and I can talk behind the scene and see what we need to do.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So we and Mia will be back next Thursday night, 10:15 Eastern time. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your boo thing, tell your coworkers, tell your neighbors, tell that person at the store that you just met and told her that her shoes was cute. Tell the cashier. Tell everyone, because Royal Rules of Ohio is here, and it is everything, and it is refreshing, and we will be every week, every Thursday, doing it. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching, y'all. We out this nasty thing.
We out.